Are you worried about jail? Are you worried about jail?
I try not to think about it. I try just to focus on like what I can do now, and like it's just not like there's not any point in ruminating on the future right now. But I'm not. I don't know. I'll have to contend more seriously with it emotionally sometime in not too distant future.
I'm sorry.
That's not going to be fun.
Oh God.
It is what it is. It sucks, but like it's also, I don't know. I don't when I zoom out have as much sympathy for myself as when I zoom in.
It has been quite a. You're definitely gonna be in history books.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
I made a name for myself.
You've certainly made a name for yourself.
I'll take it. That seems like a.
Also, what time do you go to bed?
Compliment.
Oh, the highest compliment. Yeah, do you like not sleep, or when do you go to bed?
I don't sleep a ton. I'm kind of insomniac, and I also just like I don't have like a super well defined like sleep schedule, and it doesn't. There's no reason that I particularly need to keep one schedule over another, and so it's a little bit. It's a little all over the place.
Is this the amphetamines rumor?
Oh boy, that's one of the weirder conspiracy theories that's taken hold. I mean, whatever. It's not like there's zero truth to it, but it's definitely like lost the plot a little bit, and half the claims are not even, I think, in the right direction from what you would expect, and also some of the research has been like shockingly lame, or shockingly sort of pathetic.
What do you mean?
In terms of just like don't even bother Googling things sometimes, and or one person Googles it and misreads a little bit what Google says, and no one else bothers double checking it.
I haven't actually looked.
What the heck is up, guys? Whoops. Oh no. What's going on, guys? It's your boy GRC. Sorry, I did a double stream last night. We did the Gunther stream from yesterday. How's everyone doing in here? It's a solo stream day, GRC style, and I'm excited. I just wanted to get those little leaked conversation, get things hot, get things toasty, because we got truth bombs all over the place. We're talking crypto, Bankman. We're talking about FTX creditors. We're going to be talking about, there was a big Apple hack that I was reading just a second ago. And we're going to talk about, we got a lot of stuff. I got it all written down over here, guys. Just stay tuned with me. Pulse Bitcoin, FUD, and truth, and what I think about it. Everyone seems to have questions about that stuff. I passed out as soon as I could afterwards because I was tired, man. I don't stream at night very often. So I'm very interested to see everyone's thoughts. But I want to compare it. I saw Gold Key's tweets, and I want to compare it in the same light because he's bringing negative light to something. But I think that if you put those same words that he put in every other conversation, you would have your answer that you were looking for. So let's get into it. We got Pulse Dogecoin. We're going to show a cool video too, of course. But first, you know already what time it is. It's Crypto in the Morning. We're live every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern. In all these court cases, when these guys get to court, if you like those court cases, I love watching court cases because I can usually just read emails and study. And you get funny times with your bros. Live stream watch parties with light commentary when SBF is getting extradited to the United States of America. I don't know if that's already occurred, but I think it's occurring today, if not. So I'm sure they'll get him in front of a camera somewhere. But right now, they want snitches. Let's get as many snitches as we can. Let's figure out who all these guys are, right? Figure them out, right? The feds want answers, and they want people to snitch because it's they know these guys are low ball. They'll give their soul for a Sprite. All right, so make sure you're hitting the like, smash all the buttons. We did a crazy stream. We're going to touch on all of it, guys. I'm going to show some of the cooler videos from the Pulse Dogecoin community. Let me say hi to the chat. It's all call is tomorrow. How's everyone doing? KB, numbers. Did I ever get back to you on Telegram? I wrote that on my list, and I don't know if that stream got me going, but I want to talk to you still. Pierre is my goat. Green Day Power, the crypto show. Green Day, start harassing me for a stream, Green Day, and I'll do it faster. I'm one of those guys, like, I'm a spammer. So if you spam me, I get it. And I want to remember. And I remember you asked me, and I said I would. So I think we could still get that going at some point. I'd rather it be early in the morning or pre-recorded, but we'll talk about it. Trap Flex in the morning, Saw. TB Bishop, Melv Tony, great to see you. 0.024636 for Hex. Very interesting. The liquidity on Hex cut in half in the last couple of months from an already very small rate. We're getting down to $6 to $10 million of pure liquid stacks in the Hex main asset. While there's 150 other assets that have that much liquidity. And frankly, a lot of them were T-share derivatives. A lot of people moved their money from that system into different systems or created different systems. And it's very interesting. I can't wait to get into all of that. Anyway, let me not get too much. Whoa. Hey, A-Bit, what up? Whoa. A-Bit's been killing it lately. Really enjoying seeing A-Bit do different content. Not because I'm a hater, because it's fun to watch everyone do stuff. Learn. Change the world. A-Bit's awesome. Very nice guy. More guys like A-Bit make world a better place. Everybody have an amazing stretch it out. Crypto in the morning. You got your songs. If your kids are watching today, it's a solo stream. So I got no checks and balances, if you know what I mean. And I'm going to say something disgusting, disrespectful, or generally about the government and corruption. And I might show clips and funny things. And so when I'm by myself, just know it's usually a trigger warning for the little children. If they're 18 or 19, come on. Those are my guts. So crypto in the morning every single day. I want biceps in the chat if you like Pulse Dogecoin episode from yesterday. And I want biceps in the chat if you like DeFi proof. And you already know what time it is.
You already know what time it is.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Waiting on phone.
Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning.
Ready to take notes.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Waiting on phone.
Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning.
Ready to take notes.
Smoking a blunt on my way to the gym. 11 a.m. and I'm already tuned in. Got me some hacks and I'm making a stake. Got me some heads on, I'm making it rain. Pay me some maxi and that's just in case. Jim Reddit sent me to show you the way.
DeFi proof. Yeah.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Waiting on phone.
Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning.
Ready to take notes.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Waiting on phone.
Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning.
Ready to take notes.
First things first. Bro, you got a P.O. box? Can I send you some lighting? What you mean some lighting, dude? I got like 100 lights, bro. Look, it's not the lights. I just don't know how to use the lights. Is the light better now? I was trying to fix it. All right, let's get straight to business. I want to answer questions today. Thoughts on Richard Hilarski? Thoughts on Randy Hilarski being unfollowed by Richard? LOL. Richard's ego. No, Richard's just trying to not hear anything that's not exactly people just buying his token. That's really it. GRC, try to get a remix of the song. I know. You're so right on that, Christian. You're so right on that, actually. Like, I've been literally thinking the same thing. GRC's so considerate. Gracias. What am I considerate for? What have I done? I'm just here doing a live show, having a great time with my bros. All right, let's go. We got serious shit to talk about. This isn't a joke. All right. Well, I like court stuff. You guys know I like jail YouTube. You know I like court cases. You know I like government conspiracy stuff. And gosh darn it, I can't get enough of it right now because it's all coming into play. Oh, Randy Minted Zen being that was, you know, Richard really is like acting like a fucking dork. A dork. But maybe that's the dork stuff. I love Randy Hilarski. I would love to, I'll invite Randy on right now. So let's see if Randy Hilarski is available. We'll go over to Twitter. This is what synergy looks like. You know how you take something and then you just make it something? It's that life sauce. My peeps be asking for you. Fam. We'll move on. We gotta watch I want to know if this dude's gonna bake in jail, because that means to me that they're deciding to do certain things. Because when they put people in jail that are rich, they're trying to make a point so they can pass some bills, bruh. Because they only put poverty-stricken people that have had a hard time in jail for the rest of their lives. They only do it if you've really struggled and you have no financial benefit in any way, shape, or form other than being in the jail. But if you have a lot of money, generally, the government will keep you out of jail unless you are a sacrifice and it's over. And well, let's just see what's going on. Fox Business. This lady's a little too uppity for me, but we'll go.
Yeah. All right, welcome back. Judgment Day approaching for Sam Bankman-Fried. Everyone despises this guy, the disgraced FTX founder, now due in court in the Bahamas for an extradition hearing at 11 o'clock a.m. tomorrow. He should be hauled back to U.S. soil later this week, where he's awaiting felony charges on his alleged multi-billion-dollar fraud scheme. And it sounds like he's ready to come home because he said his jail cell is infested with bugs and rats. And the poor baby keeps crying because they won't serve him vegan food. Yeah, could things get even worse for him back in the U.S.? Joining me now to discuss, securities attorney and Northwestern adjunct law professor, Andrew Stoltman. So you say, welcome to the show. Good to see you again, Andrew.
Thank you so much. I love that theme song. Thank you, Kennedy.
You're very welcome. You can use that anytime you want. So you say that it's going to be hard to prove intent, but I don't think it's going to be that difficult. He is a smart guy with quite an impressive academic pedigree who knew how to.
First of all, he's a brainwashed robot from his father. And if anyone in here is confused about a few things, just make sure you remember this is big time fraud. This isn't baby fraud. You guys if you think this is little baby fraud, I don't think this is little baby fraud. I promise. You know why? Because his father is insane. He was speaking, but this is what I was thinking about. Let me switch over to this one. What do you guys think about, because we all know, we've all seen Mr. Bankman's father. Mr. Bankman's father, and I have a feeling his son is way stupid. And he knew his son was an emotional, ignorant, little spoiled shit, so he sacrificed him for Bahamas real estate. That's his father. Your dad is not supposed to want you to get So I want to know what's going on with all these robots.
Tonight, the founder of collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX, Sam Bankman-Fried, remains in a jail cell in the Bahamas as he waits for extradition to the United States and the possibility of spending decades behind bars. But what about his parents? I'm surprised so few are asking whether either of them could be in legal jeopardy. Fried's father, Joseph Bankman, works as a tax law professor at Stanford, though he's announced he won't be teaching at the university next year. The father, Bankman, worked for FTX for almost a year. deeply involved in the business in its early days. He helped the company recruit its first lawyers. Last year, he joined the FTX staff in meetings on Capitol Hill. He consulted FTX employees on tax matters and also had a large focus on FTX's charitable operations. His mom, Barbara Fried, retired from teaching at Stanford, was the head of a political advocacy network called Mind the Gap, which she helped start to support Democratic campaigns and causes. Her son was among the donors for the network. Meanwhile, Bankman-Fried and his parents together bought real estate in the Bahamas worth $121 million. Now, Bankman-Fried has maintained in an interview with the New York Times that his parents, quote, weren't involved in any of the relevant parts of the business, such as the balances or risk management. Both parents have remained in the Bahamas, and it has been reported they have told their friends their son's legal bills will likely wipe them out. But putting aside their son's legal bills, what about them, particularly the dad? Could he be charged with any crimes? Joining me now is Nick Ackerman, former assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York, and Wall Street Journal reporter Justin Baer, whose most recent article on this is titled "Sam Bankman-Fried's Parents Were There for FTX's Rise and Now Its Fall." Thank you both for coming on the show. Appreciate it. All right, Justin, let me start with you. Let me start with you. Is there any talk of an investigation of?
Do you guys want to know how locked in GRC is? This is a live feed right now. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried appears in Bahamas court. Let's see what's going on here. This is a live feed. Oh, wow. There's some SWAT team. Oh, wait. Is that outside of Bahama Mama's house? Or, well, either way, let's go back to what we were watching. But I like to cover this stuff because it's not because the nature of the crimes was the biggest deal in history. It's not. People get murdered and slaughtered and wrecked every single day. Child pedophilia has been more prevalent in anything that I've ever seen in my life. I'm not much of an internet dude until the last year or so. So it's just like, now I notice all this stuff, people doing all this shit. It's crazy. And what do they care about? The wrong things. So, but it's important because they will try to make examples of people to make legislation go through. That's how you do it. You do the marketing, you throw one rich dude in jail, the rest is negative, less negative externalities, as we would say, and then everyone snitches on everyone. So I want to see how this plays out. I want to see who's got his back. I want to see if O'Leary's got his back. I want to see who's got his back. I want to know which one of these guys is fraudsters. They're all fraudsters a little bit, but legit fraudsters. And what do you guys want to see in the chat? What do you guys want to see in the chat? GRC, the real deal journalist. Yeah, I'm going to just go all in on that. I love doing that stuff. I didn't even know that's what journalism was, but I do that in my own time anyway, so I'll do it live. I'm going to cover every single piece of that little stinker, because what if he gets, and we've covered it front to top, like the whole thing, and then we know all the details. We'll never forget those details. I want to see 100x leverage trade SHIB. Dude, I'd probably run that. I will short USDT with 100 grand. 100x leverage. If you understand what I just said. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing any of that crap. But I love Sloth. Sloth, let's do a show, dude. Dude, I got a lot of solo episodes this week. Sam's doing business. So I would love if one of these days you came on the show. I'm also trying to get BMDP Jacob on the show. I'm also just invited Randy Hilarski. Who do you guys want in the show? Dude, Eric Wall. Can one of you guys get Eric Wall on the show? I DM him all the time. He thinks I'm a pleb. But and we got, I'll DM you on calendar. You had, don't DM. Oh, cool. Oh, that would be easier. Yeah, thank you. That's actually nice. Sup, chat? Sorry I'm late. Just had it to walk. Oh, a blizzard, Danny. Where are you at? Danny, I should be blizzarding if you're blizzarding, right? Where the heck you be? Anyway, guys, let's get back to the fraudsters. Again, I will cover all of the breaking news. Just stick with me. If you like morning breaking news, crypto, all Pulsechain updates, ZenFT updates, any kind of Bahama Mama beanbag updates, you get that here at Crypto in the Morning live every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern. And if you guys have not seen my new Twitter banner, then you are wrecked. Look how good. It took me under 15 minutes. So this is, everyone's been seeing my thumbnails lately. I've been doing my own artwork, trying to get better at graphic design. Here is the new banner. Tell me, I've only been doing this for a week, guys. Not bad for a week, right? Not too bad for a week. And if you like that sauce, you go right here. Let's get back to it, guys. Sorry to cut you. I shouldn't be doing that. It's news time. It's the morning. God bless.
Particularly the dad?
Well, I think we have seen them make a bit of a cameo appearance, not in the indictments this week, but in a related lawsuit by the CFTC. So in this, at one point, we read the regulator noting a number of different parties, including the parents, and what they may have been able to have FTX buy, sort of various personal expenses, of which you mentioned real estate, that's on the list, private jet use, a few other things. Now, as is often the case, it's a little unclear which party received what. But we do know they did have this cameo this week in this week's complaint.
I guess the question, Justin, is as a practical matter, how involved were the parents with this business?
Sure, I think we know some things about both of them. We know his mother, Barbara Fried, was not really involved in the business itself. In the last month or so, she's been in the Bahamas advising her son, but before that was not certainly not as active as her husband. Joe Bankman was actually a paid employee of FTX for nearly a year. He was involved in a number.
He was a consulting lawyer for the firm. That's what I read. A consulting lawyer. So you know how these guys do their loopholes, guys. If you're going to make money off someone, you're going to be their lawyer or their consultant or their contractor, right? You have to be attached to it somehow. So that's how these little these little beanbags.
Number of different parts of the business. The way it was characterized, largely the biggest part is probably the philanthropic efforts, but also took an interest, was involved in the lobbying. Some of the lobbying they did in Washington, joined his son in meetings on the Hill. Beyond that, it's unclear, right? We don't know what he knew and when he knew about the sort of central allegation of the whole case, which is the use of customer funds at FTX and how that money landed in this related trading business.
Yeah, but there are other charges, right? I mean, the campaign finance charges as well here. Nick Ackerman, we've seen other big businesses that have failed based.
And guys, I'm writing this shit down. So all your guests, while I'm solo, dude, you guys run the show. You guys run the show if I'm solo. You guys run the show. I'm reading all these guests. Zen Education, he's on the list. Who else did you guys say that I need to write down? Oh yeah, Sloth on the list. I got to check on that one. And then we have Charles Hoskinson on the list. And Tony Huge on the list. So let's go. Let's freaking go. And Richard's on the list because Lane tweets him every single day until he comes on the show. But he hates me because I'm a truth-seeking missile.
On fraud. And it tends to be the case that numerous executives end up getting charged in those cases. It doesn't just typically end up with the CEO charged and no one else.
No, you're absolutely correct. I mean, in fact, most of the counts in this indictment allege a conspiracy. A conspiracy is basically an agreement to commit a crime. So you have to, Sam Bankman-Fried had to agree with somebody else. And so the question is, who are those somebody else's? I mean, the indictment is very clear that they're charging other people, or they're saying that there are other people involved, known and unknown to the grand jury. I mean, to me, it's pretty clear that what's going on here is that this was an indictment put together quickly so that the government could immediately arrest and extradite Sam Bankman-Fried, and then go after the other people and put together all the evidence. This is not going to be the last word in the charges in this case.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your cable provider.
Don't tell me about your cable providing piece of crap, you shill fucking wrecked pleb. Shut up. Like, if you even have to say that, you're so perma-wrecked. So we got a couple things to look at here. This is more for the crypto community. So if you're just here for news, which I know some of you guys are, just give me a minute. This all happened yesterday, so I'm going to have to bring it. I went to bed right after this Gunther giveaway, right? You guys know I had nothing to do with the giveaway. I was just hosting it because I wanted to try to make the channel better, try to help out, try to be a good dude, try to do all the, work, the whole thing. So, and then we had Gunther on 5 p.m., 5:30-ish. And yeah, smash those likes too. So shout out to the PLSB, ASICs, and Pulse Dogecoin community. Those videos were incredible, and they really, really were. I watched a lot of videos yesterday, and they were all really good. So that's where I'm just going at this as unbiased as I can because people FUDed. There's lots of FUD going around, and we're going to talk about it. Those videos were incredible. I very much appreciate the donation. And then I got a donation, and that was from PNW Sasquatch. Thank you very much, PNW Sasquatch. I felt like I should tweet it out because I felt that it was very nice. So, okay. So what's up? What's up? No big deal, right? No big deal, right? No, regardless of what. No big deal. But let's go over to Gold Key. I woke up this morning having my cup of Jim Rat Joe, and I see this, and I'm a truth-seeking missile, so I see stuff like this. Here we go. We're gonna break this down word for word, fam. Let me take this John off. Do you guys want me to break this down word for word? One's in the chat. If you want me to go to the next segment, two's in the chat. So I want to see ones or twos in the chat. I mean, one's for breakdown word for word, two's for no bueno. I'm going to wait. I want to know what you people want. Give me a sec. I'm not going to look yet. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Big time. Smash those likes if you're in here, guys, if you don't mind. It really does help the channel. I'm trying my best to make this channel awesome. And I'm not accepting money, doing a bunch of bull ass. I'm trying to do it the right way. It's hard, but it's cool. So let's do it. I think everybody won. Okay, wow. Lots of ones. All right, guys, lots of ones. So people think I'm super biased about hacks, but they're ignorant. People think that I am a Hex hater, but I'm not. I'm just the biggest critic. I just want answers. I just want answers, but that's part of life. I don't get all the answers I want at once. But I want to go back to this. So let's pull it back up. And we're just going to read, guys. We're going to read. So just chill. We're just going to read. Fake Toshi 2.0. Who's 1.0 Fake Toshi? Has made a killing with his latest launch. Whoever Fake Toshi 2.0 is, sounds like he's actually doing a good job for himself and making a splash. That's a compliment where I'm from. Like if someone said Jim Rat Crypto has made a killing with his latest launch, I'd be like, yep, hell yeah. You're damn right. Has cashed out 1.64 million, dumping all 113 trillion Hedron and the rest in stable. Still holds 2.1 million USDC. Damn. Where I'm from, we call that a gangster. Gangster moves. We don't play that softball shit. This is finance. So whoever this guy is, he's winning. You know that Charlie Sheen winning. All right, let's go. We'll check out some of the quotes. Transformed 80% of their founder allocation of the Dogcoin for their staking token and staked all of it. Has now accumulated 8% of the fake Bitcoin supply and is 3% holder. They also staked the 34. Oh, they staked it? They staked the 34 million hex they got. All right. Let me zoom in a little. Okay, so they did a little stakey poo. Everything is verifiable on chain. Okay. This founder and their community has been harping on the free airdrop. Okay. So let's break this down, guys, because we do not like word salads. And one thing that people do when they have emotional regulation issues with a certain topic or bias, they start to do this. We call it the salad here. Okay. Chopped salad with a little bit of sauce. Okay. So I feel a little emotion coming from this because Gold Key, let's click on Gold Key. Interesting. He likes these 3 products, 2 of which aren't out yet. One of which we have here on the left, Hex. Investor, designer, writer, and founder of Maximus DAO. What the heck is Maximus DAO? Come on. What is Maximus DAO? I don't get it. Is that a crypto project or something? Okay. So this founder really just telling everyone he didn't make a lot of money and that he's really pissed at this guy for making a lot of money. Because I don't know who Hex Info is, but I hear people know who he is. And again, I don't have any stake in these products really. At this point, I'm very cash heavy and sacrifice heavy. And okay. Zen heavy. So yeah, so okay, he's a founder, right? So we figured that out because if you were reading this for the first time and you didn't know that, that would be complicated, right? So this founder, he should say, as a founder, this is how I would rephrase this. I'll chat GBT this without even using it. This founder and their community has been harping on the free airdrop to Hexicans narrative anytime someone questions that. You know how I would switch it? I'm a founder of a community, and there's different ways to distribute tokens, and they can all be brought up within a conversation. So this is a salad. Okay, not only did the founder take money, they also tried to steal Hex's narrative of a better Bitcoin. We're stealing narratives now. Okay. Steal narratives. Steal narratives. Do you want to look up what a narrative is? A narrative is a spoken or written account of connected events. So, being that in a form, oh my God, I don't know why I'm doing this, but it's hilarious. A spoken or written account of connected events. A story. It's a story. It's a story. You're stealing a fake story that everyone else steals too, including Zen, including everyone, including anyone that comes out with the product that you can stake has some sort of distribution. Except at least Pulse Bitcoin has some difference to it, which I've noticed, like with the 3 token thing. The airdrop was a ploy to infiltrate our community and then launch a competing product. And that is what an airdrop is. That is what the hell an airdrop is. That's what an airdrop's for. You do an airdrop so people you look at your stuff. So if you ever do an airdrop, Gold Key, make sure you never do an airdrop again, because I need you to know they are a competing product and they're going to infiltrate your narrative. Okay? You feel that? All right. So as we go on, many will still defend this because they got free coins. I won't defend shit because I got free coins. I ain't got shit. I ain't got money on this shit at all. I could care less. Nothing. No money. Period. I might buy some ASICs because somebody sent me a super chat, and I think that would be cool just because it was extra donation. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is that I didn't get any. I mean, what did I sell? I sold $600 worth. Fucking cares. I've been covering this stuff since the second it launched. It's been fair play-ish. The liquidity, I mean, this distribution, I definitely have problems with, so that's why I don't get involved. But that's why I didn't get involved. Like, just because your product does one thing and another product does another thing doesn't mean it's right or wrong. So you're creating a narrative here, Gold Key. You're creating a narrative. So let's go back to this. So this is a lot of word salad for he's upset. And I'm not saying he doesn't have the right to be upset, but framing it as a legitimate point of view. The airdrop was a ploy to infiltrate. This is disgusting verbiage and lack of understanding. It's like it's a ploy. Like a ploy? Like no shit, it's a ploy. What do you think they're working for? What do you think all the millions of dollars in Hex that's moved away from Hex is doing? Something else, Mr. Gold Key. You need to understand and learn that this is about the people's money, not your narrative. Not your, oh, this guy did this and I built on this, so I'm on team this forever. We don't play that softball shit. It's not fair. It's not fair for the guys that don't know what's going on. And frankly, Gold Key seems like one of those guys sometimes by saying this, or he just gets emotional. He probably just gets emotional. I do that sometimes too. I get crazy and I just start tweeting. Many will still defend this because they got a free airdrop, which is fine, but I'm happy for you, but you can't deny the truth. Okay, you can't deny the truth. Dude. All right, that's all I'm getting on that. I think that was ridiculous. I think that was poor verbiage. I think that was poor bias. I think that had emotional implications galore to it. As somebody who has no emotional implications towards Pulse Dogecoin other than the fact that I did the stream for it, I can tell you it's fun. It's chill. There's 3 legs. You can mine it. There's future projection in a different marketing scheme. But guys like Gold Key will make it seem like it's the end of time. But what Gold Key is really trying to tell you is he doesn't trust Hex Info and Gunther and all these whales. That's what he's trying to tell you. He doesn't trust the whales. And if he might be legit on that. He might have reason to believe that they're untrustworthy. I don't get involved because of it's not because of the untrustworthy thing. I just can only think about so much shit, and I don't get involved. When I have to think, I don't get involved. Oh, Danny, been murdering the HSI auctions. That's good to hear, Danny. Nice work. So, Stoic idea: don't make mistakes with your code, causing investors to lose the entire value prop of your project. They can. Can I copy and paste that, Stoic? Stoic, can I copy and paste that without tagging you in it? Dude, I'm inviting Stoic in here. What the fuck? Forgot I'm solo. I can just invite people. Stoic, if you're free, obviously busy, just ignore it. Oh, I hope I'm not sharing this shit. Thank God. I was not sharing my screen. God, being solo has its negatives as well. We'll invite Jack Levin here too. Why not? It's NFTs. Oh, it's way too early for him. Stoic's my guy. Stoic's a truth-seeking missile too. And Stoic knows shit that I don't know. That's for damn sure. And I want to know what it is. Hey guys, we're gonna watch a clip. Yes. So my whole take on that is thank you, Stoic. I'm gonna copy and paste that and not give you credit for it because I don't want to tag you because I'll take the rude hit for it. But it's funny and it's true. It's true. Stoic idea: don't make mistakes with your code, causing investors to lose the entire value prop of your project and then complain about others. Yes, that is a very West Coast vibe. In the East Coast, that shit don't play. Because, and I'm just saying that because, like, no excuses, bro. No excuses. You launched. You have to take. If you want to be the best, dude, you got to want all the fucking people to be coming at you. I want everyone coming at me because I double check myself harder than I double check anyone else 24/7. Yes, I know that's what it means, but I'm saying the truth is I never even thought about that side of it. But my hot take here on the whole entire derivatives market for Hex, Pulse, whatever, every T-share derivative situation, this is my take, period. I'm just gonna let it go. This is how I feel about it. I think Alex from Hedron created something absolutely magical. I think the Hedron Icosa loop is 100% beautiful. I think more people are learning about the HSIs at a good, rapid, decent speed for a bear. And I think that he created something that had passion in his heart, and he implemented it into code, and he used his engineering brain, and he saw what is the problem here that I could fix, or what do I want to fix? And he fixed it. Okay, so we'll stop right there. That has roughly $5 million in liquidity around like Hex and Icosa. I mean, Hedron and Icosa. And we're talking about the pairs to the US dollar and ETH. So that's not too much, right? 5 million, 10 million for a total beast mode project that got a lot of guys like me in a really way better situation. But there's only so much liquidity in Hex. And all of this stuff comes from Hex liquidity. Literally, other than whatever US dollar people are coming in. So now we have Poly, Deci, Maxi, blah, blah, blah. Maxi was fine. Maxi was beautiful. Maxi was cool. Once you added the other things to me, I was like, oop, Richard's going to have an aneurysm. Richard is going to lose his shit because all those $1 million, they get spread like a web and it becomes harder. Remember when Hex and USDC were the only pair and the price action went straight up? Why? Because the US dollar went one direction and there was a lot of downside on those bigger assets, but Hex wasn't even attached to them yet because they were coming in, the big guys were coming in through USDC. And then there's an ETH pair and it slows things down a little bit. And now there's 55 fucking pairs. And Hex has $8 million in liquidity in it. I think it makes Hex more real, but it makes the price action of Hex absolutely 100% dramatically fucking slow down when Pulsechain. And I think Richard found that out a long time ago. If I'm figuring it out now, I can only imagine he figured it out a while ago. So let's get back. We got some sick stuff real quick, guys. This was our show from yesterday. I'm just gonna let it play for the first minute because the first minute was just crazy. Yeah, like I'm praying to. I think the spirits are with me when I say Hedron was meant to be on this earth, and Icosa was meant to be on this earth. I can tell, and Maxi too. I don't want to. I'm just talking about Hedron and Icosa because I watch Alex like a hawk, even though he doesn't come on the show. I'll write Alex's name. No, he'll kill me if I ask him again. But anyways, so, dude, but for creating Deci Lucky Trio base, you need Hex. Yes, you need Hex, but I don't think they add that to the liquidity pool. I have a feeling Dipcatcher and maybe Dipcatcher and Gold Key don't really understand super finite, like to the degree of just like every little detail about those liquidity pools, man. Like the only thing stopping Hex from being zero is someone pulling $6 million out of the liquidity pool, and then no one can get their money out. So it's not always about the Hex. It's always about the USDC on the butt end of it. But a lot of these guys forget this shit, or they know it and I don't know something and I'm missing something, which could be very possible too. Because these guys also think about this stuff a lot, I'm sure. But I have horrible OCD and tremendous ability to double check my work. Guys, this was absolutely insane. People made videos for Pulse Bitcoin stuff. I'm going to play a few of them, and I want to know, what was the best one? Where can I find the best one? What was the best Pulse Bitcoin video? I want to know what your favorite one was, and I want you to post it. Yeah, Hedron really changed my life, actually. For not because of like direct US dollar, but like it changed a lot of dynamics I had during the bear market when it did that 15x from the bottom, because I put like, just a couple $100 in at the time, and it really just changed my dynamic for like the money I could move around, being that it was mostly free and whatever. All right, give me a sec. Did you guys like that video? Yeah, in 3, 7, 10, or 15 years, you could redeem those tokens for real Hex. Yeah, well, if there's no trading pairs for real Hex, then you're going to have a real problem. Come on. That's a classic. I'm going to play a couple more of these videos. I really do appreciate these videos. Really inspired me to make videos. Like I don't want to make, I might, not saying I wouldn't make a Pulse Dogecoin video, but obviously the contest just went over. I watched about 750,000 of them, and they were really good. Like I'm just surprised how good these videos are. Now I want to know what the best ones were though, because the one thing that Gunther was ill prepared on was telling me which videos were the best. And how I am supposed to understand from 150,000 links which video is the best, not super easy for the GRC. But we made it happen anyway. So here's one that I liked. And again, I'm just going to play 2 or 3, no big deal. And if you guys have any comments on what I said about Gold Key, Maxi, I want to know, like, please tell me what you think. I'd like to have feedback. I'm a man. I actually like to learn and change and grow. And I want feedback. Make sure I'm not thinking, I usually have a double checker here. And I don't right now, which is wig sauce. So this is just one example, and we're going to show 2 more examples. So just be with it.
You can feel the pump, you can feel it. You feel it? I feel it. You can feel the pulse. You can feel the pulse. I know that you can feel the pulse. 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 I know that you can feel the pulse. And this crypto's what you want. I know you're craving a new. Something less Bitcoin, more cater to you. Well, get the mind and put all the time in. Think of the world that you're designing. Leave the Bitcoin, come to the pulse. You can finally get to do what you want. It's not slow, it's not expensive. You don't need special equipment. Just a cute program, we call it ASIC. Just start mining, avoid the madness. Plus, you know we got a really quick block time. 3 seconds will blow your mind. Plus, you know we eco-friendly. Our footprint is not that heavy. And Bitcoin is really dirty. Come to the pulse, yeah, you heard me. You can feel the pulse. You can feel the pulse. I know that you can feel the pulse. 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 I know that you can feel the pulse. And this crypto's what you want. Look, fast to have in 6 to 12 months. Can you imagine? That's just a sign of our passion to have Pulse Bitcoin be the attraction to switch to crypto. Cause you all know the Pulse got your back from the get-go. 1-to-1 versions of the coin you need. Pulse Bitcoin runs that deep. You can feel the pulse. You can feel the pulse. I know that you can feel the pulse. 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 I know that you can feel the pulse. And this crypto's what you want. I know it seems scary, and you've been so wary. And Bitcoin ain't cheap, but let the pulse speak. Gotta thank Gunther for the opportunity to bring you this pulse in your time of need. You can feel the pulse. You can feel the pulse. I know that you can feel.
What'd you guys think about that one? Did you enjoy? We'll play 1, 2 more if the next one's a banger. 2 more if the next one's a banger. But again, Sam Bankman-Fried to fly to the U.S. He's getting ready to fly to the United States of America. And this will be the final nail in the coffin for the Biden administration, hopefully, somehow. So let's go one more video. And again, there was some that were a little bit different as well. So there was this one lovely young lady who did one, and it was a little bit more, let me make sure. Oh, here's one. This is a good one. This one was really good, actually. So maybe we'll play 2 more. I'm sorry. I hope I don't, do you guys like to watch these or no? GRC versus Trayvon on the dance floor. That's a fight that Trayvon would rather be dead than get involved in, because I'm nothing but high energy on the dance floor. Nothing but electric vibes. And I've always liked the dance floor. Those who know me know I like a dance floor. So that's a dangerous proposition. I don't think Trayvon likes me either, because my channel's too based. And I'm too quick, too locked in.
PulseBitcoin.com.
You guys have a very, very, very active community.
You're mining it with your laptop. The only way to mine Pulse Bitcoin is by...
Let me teach a little something to Gold Key and to anyone out here that doesn't understand the network effect, that doesn't understand real users, real people. Look how funny these videos are. Look at the emotion that's brought out in these videos. For real though, think about it. That's effort, that's caring, that's people, that's community. And there's 150 of these. So I think to deny people just because of a, I think it's important to remember, like, these are real people. There's people from all over the country doing this stuff. Don't, with your long blonde 6'4" head, put your shine, make everyone else greater. Don't complain. That would be the only advice I had. Complaining makes men look weak, and it makes them look afraid, and it makes them look fearful. But having fun, having good times, synergy, more honesty, more transparency about your intentions, everyone's intentions. That's what's critical. That's why the first thing I said when I came on the stream is I don't have any of these coins, and I don't have any of these out. And nobody gave me any money to do this shit. I'm doing this because I want to, and it's funny. Let's party.
Your laptop. The PulseBitcoin.com.
You guys have a very, very, very active community.
You're mining it with your laptop. The only way to mine Pulse Bitcoin is by putting ASICs into the mines.
Pulse Bitcoin comes into your wallet on like day 31. The max supply is the same, by the way, 21 million.
If you have any questions about it, come on into the Telegram, Pulse Bitcoin, and we'll get you fixed up.
Mine Pulse Bitcoin.
And guys, I'm currently not mining any Pulse Bitcoin, so back off. I'm not. I have not. I think someone sent me 10 ASIC tokens once, which was $10, but I hadn't done anything with it. Okay. So we got another founder of an amazing product. I like to call him a friend. He probably called me a spaz, but he's my friend, Jack. This is Jack Levin. I was the first person on the internet to cover Zen Crypto. I was the first person to cover it. I was the first person to grace the world with the live stream, launch party mints. And I have months of content with Jack before that, but that's not the point. The point is he has some updates. So let's go. All right. I'm not going to read this one. I'm going to read, well, here's a good one to look at. So Jack, if you're not following Jack on Twitter, I would suggest you do that because Jack posts insightful stuff all the time and funny stuff. He's not afraid to meme it up, which on Crypto in the Morning, if you're afraid to meme it up, then you're a piece of crap. So let's look. Let's see what he posted. I haven't seen this yet, as you can see. We'll retweet it just for the grace of the Lord. Users in the last 30 minutes, 416 users per minute. Why am I so smart? Why am I so locked in on that? I think the Lord might be with your boy. Because, my God, 416 users, 30 per minute. Users per minute. Mobile, desktop, tablet. She's almighty. And I love how he has all these stats and even cares to post them. All right. So, that's like, you know how Richard calls Jack a vampire and tries to get everyone afraid of his product? They want everyone to be afraid of Zen. Why? Why did Richard go on the spaces with me and say I was wrecking everyone with Zen and that I was a shill and that it was stupid? So all his dumb people that follow him would hate me forever. And he was successful with that for a good majority of them. So, whatever. That is what it is. If you're that stupid, you're that stupid. But I knew it was no vampire bullshit. I was like, this is just another dude making the same thing Richard did, and he's scared. Then Gold Key comes out. Then Pulse Bitcoin comes out. Everyone's scared of everyone else because they're not certain that they did it right. But this guy doesn't even have any of those issues because he's not a little pussy. Other than his art, oh, he got a puppy. Zendoge. I know I retweeted that. Zendoge. Cute doggy. Where's the audit thingy? Oh, here it is. Zen NFT's audit report expected tomorrow. Our AI intelligent agents report at least 3 to 4 people prepping to mint Zen unicorns. Okay, so if you like that kind of shit, there you go. Boom, biddly boom. And Jackson awesome dude, and I think you should watch his content. He does great content. And if I put all my, I actually did this. So I'm not, oh, I don't want to pull mine up. No. But I put all my mints into zenturbo.io. It's like just a front end where it shows just the display. And it makes it a lot easier to see everything at one time. And then a short video describing the importance of blockchain gas. That's me and Famous. We did a show together not too long ago. All right, so enough with that. Let's go to make sure we're not missing anything on the YouTubes. Here we go.
Hey, Carl.
I want to get an update. How much time do I got left? Oh, damn, we're almost running out of time. Okay. Who are you, dude? Yolami. Who are you? I want to know who you are. I see you. I want to know. Who are you? All right, let's go. So let's catch up with the SBF, and I'm going to try to catch him, see if he's getting beat his ass or something on a live feed. I'm going to do some journalism while this is going on. This will catch you up. This is literally from like 6 minutes ago. Or, damn, 56 minutes ago. I misread that. 56 minutes ago. I don't know. I like your comments. I can tell you're up with something. I can tell something. I know you know something.
So if there isn't another delay or cancellation, then at 11 a.m. Eastern, Sam Bankman-Fried heads to a hearing in the Bahamas where he is expected to finally surrender his extradition rights. The acting commissioner of corrections confirmed that Bankman-Fried already filed his extradition paperwork on Tuesday and would be flying back to the U.S. today after the third hearing of the week wraps up. Now, once he is back on U.S. soil, the FTX founder is likely either going to a federal detention facility or straight to a Manhattan court. A former federal prosecutor and an ex-senior government trial attorney tell me that usually the first step is to go to a detention center for processing, but they may skip that step to expedite things and head right to court for the initial hearing and arraignment before a federal magistrate judge. That is where Bankman-Fried will be read his rights and enter a plea to those 8 criminal charges against him. Bankman-Fried's team will likely try to rush this because they won't want him spending time in prison if it can be avoided. The only timing restriction here is that the first hearing has to happen within 48 hours of his arrival to the U.S. Now, the big question is whether a judge will grant Bankman-Fried bail or if he'll be remanded to a federal facility. Guys?
Yeah, that is the big question. Is there any precedent that would indicate one way or the other, Mackenzie?
Well, at this point, the New York Times is reporting that Bankman-Fried's legal team has been discussing a deal with federal prosecutors that involves a possible arrangement for bail once he gets to New York. His attorneys aren't commenting on that so far, but I will say that typically in white-collar cases, a defendant is detained only if they're a danger to the community or a flight risk. Usually a white-collar defendant doesn't pose much of a flight risk because they either have ties to the community or too much to lose by fleeing. Obviously, this is not the typical case. Bankman-Fried is facing decades in prison. His ties are to a foreign jurisdiction, not to New York. And then there's the billions of dollars of missing FTX customer money.
What up, guys? Funny, GRC is such a fake Toshi fanboy after trashing him for... I'm not a fanboy. Why am I a Gunther fanboy? Just because I had him on my show for a fucking day? Good luck with that, bub. Dork. Are you still doing LPs? What pairs? Tone, I'm trying to keep that stuff off the internet, if I'm being 100% frank. The reason that you don't hear me talk about that anymore is because, frankly, it's not something that I'm certain about talking about, because I don't want people to, one, get effed up on their own stuff, and two, I don't know the rules for all this shit, and all that lawyer shit and everyone coming out attacking everyone. I don't want to give anyone any vectors to attack me, because I don't know all the little nuanced rules that some of these guys know, and I've done nothing wrong up until this point. So I'm just going to try to keep some of that talk to a minimum when it comes to like direct money making, unless it's in a private context of some sort. I don't mind in a private context. Let me read some comments. I like watching this channel. Helps me understand how a lot of people new to crypto think. Dude, that's awesome. So Yalum says, yield no brainer. Mine PLSB from ASICs. Truth be told, no exaggeration. Nah, dude, to be kind of quite honest, very limited in exaggerations. They should toy with that APY talk. I'm telling you, just toy with it. Just don't make it the center of the talk, because it'll just get targeted too heavy, and then people will highlight it when they really don't understand what, like, yield in a percentage is different based on the amount of people that are in the pool versus a lot of obviously different factors. So I think people get confused and they attack that because they don't like that. They think it's like very tricky. And I saw that on a couple of those ads, and I was like, I kind of wish I didn't see it, and I think I would have liked it either way. But again, I could not, maybe I don't know enough. You guys want to look at Deck Screener? I don't know if I've looked at Deck Screener with you guys in a long time. So let's go to GRCs. This is my main list. I just added Poly and a couple other ones on here. So let's look at some reality bombs real quick. If you don't like reality bombs, watch your freaking head, because this shit generally turns that to be okay. So I don't want this pair. This isn't even how do I take it off? All right. So let's see what's going on here. We clicked on the liquidity button. So we want to, it'll show which one has the highest liquidity. And then at the bottom, it'll say which one has the lowest. So the bottom here is Poly USDC. Can somebody tell me how many hex went into Poly? How many hex went into Poly? I'm going to fuck you guys your heads up right now. This is going to hurt. I feel bad too, but I've been doing this stuff lately, and no one talks to me anymore anyway. So, but I haven't looked at these numbers, and they're not looking great. So how many Poly was put into Hedron when they did the 1-for-1? That's what I'm asking. Like, how many did they get? Because I can look it up. And I'm not saying how much did they get, like they stole the money or nothing. I'm just saying, like, when they did that 1-for-1 mint, how many people did it? How many units of Hedron was it? Do you guys know? Well, whatever that amount is, I'm sure it was really large. It's down to about $33,000 in the USDC pair. I could sell my roommate's nice bicycle for $33,000, I think. It's like one of those God mode mountain bikes. Maybe like 20,000. Those things are expensive as crap. So Poly is about a 33. All of the Hedron that got, oh my God. So all those 2 trillion. Anyone who if you put all your trillions of let's say all of your stack into that, everyone in the entire pool that wanted to come out of USDC, there's $33,000 there. That is trickery. If anything, you lost your money, because it's just, you just can't redeem it for the same amount if you sold a big amount of it. you know? And this is the first time I've looked at this for real. Like, I swear, I didn't prep for the show at all. I was tired as crap, and I was just like in the Twitter spaces talking. So really this whole price chart thing is going to be witchcraft voodoo compared to the fact that there's $33,000 you could put out of USDC, but I'm sure there's other pairs, right? So let's look. Polyhedron. So basically, there's another 26,000 of Hedron, 1-for-1. No USDC there. You got to swap that again to get USDC. So that's not going to make. I like to look for those direct copies. Yeah, there's about a $33,000 exit for this. So 2 trillion turned into $33,000, or 2 trillion Hedron, which probably. Wait, how much is 2 trillion Hedron? Is that like under 10 grand? Is that about the same amount? Anyway, I got to look into this stuff before. But again, there's no money in this. Maybe there shouldn't need to be. But again, why am I going to put my money over there into a pool that... Oh, dude, Hedron is great. Hedron is great. But Hedron changed the dynamics of Hex forever as far as a asset. Because guess what it always has to do now? Piggyback another system that has a feedback loop on it. And it might not necessarily hurt the process, but it will slow the process down. More US dollar in liquidity. More. I love Hedron. And I don't even have, I don't make shit off my Hedron mints. I'm sure I have a good stack sitting there, but I don't look at it. I don't profit off of it much. My shit's not big enough for all that. But when you say OGs, it's really going to be the people that bought in the first year, because that's when the price appreciation power was possible to the max extent. Tell us your favorite lady story. Hell no, bro. I can't talk about that shit on here. That is a no-no. Yeah, so there's that. Maybe that's not a big deal, but all right. So, oh my God, this is not good. So guys, just for example, we'll do another zoom in for you, truth bombs. You want some collateral truth bombs here? Volume. Oh my God, you guys are going to get sick to your stomach. I never stack these numbers up next to each other. They look a lot worse when you do. Win Pulse. Mother Teresa. Oh my God. All right. So, you can see which one has the least transactions of the day. So click of the group that I have here. Poly in the last 24 hours has had 9 USDC transactions. Maxi Hex has had 19. Damn, I wanted to look up Maxi USDC, not Maxi Hex. $14,000. So, yeah, no, and again, I know there's factors here, but just chill. Zen USDC has had 743 trades for $966,000 in the last 24 hours. And it has $265,000 worth of liquidity, and it's roughly 73 days old, or 69 days old, or 70 days old almost today. That's ridiculous trading volume. If you're in that Zen USDC pool at a decent range, you're just ruining everyone's life with fees generated. You're just really but again, remember, people do wash those out. So if you are worried about getting one-sided, you wouldn't want to use it, in my opinion. It's too volatile still. But that's just an example, right, of something with random ass people from all over the place, coming all over the place and everything and blah, 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 blah. And on gate.io, there's another 300,000, I'm sure. 54,000 in the Zen. This is the pair that I was playing with, but I'm not playing. I'm not going to talk much more about it. But I was that ETH pair, but it's a lot to keep up with if you don't feel like doing it. But what the hell's going on here? Hold up. You guys know I have one little secret. I don't lie to you guys always. But when I do, it's about BNBP. Because I never know if I'm supposed to talk about it or not. But today it popped up on the Dex screener, and I'm making a thumbnail for the Christmas episode that I'm putting together. I'm doing a couple of Christmas and New Year's episodes, and BNBP is going to be one of them. Hopefully Jacob can come on, but again, he's super busy. I love BNBP. I've always loved BNBP because I actually do research and I actually do things that I like. And I used to be a really hardcore gambler and I stopped cold turkey. Now I can just earn yield on staking. And, you know, I do play the game, I guess, but I wouldn't advise it. And I wouldn't advise it to someone who doesn't have whatever experience. I just don't want people to get hurt, obviously. But I gamble. I've gambled. Dude, the crazier stories for me would be gambling, sports gambling stories, not, well, actually, I don't know. They're all pretty crazy. But let's go to it right now. Don't get it twisted. This product is roughly 100 days old, I think. We're getting close to that 100-day point, I think. Maybe like 10 days off, 20 days off. And there's $249,000 in liquidity. It's because there's probably more product market fit, more people buying it. And there's not that many holders. So like this ain't the craziest for transactions. This is a little hidden gem. 137 transactions the last 24 hours, 76 buys, 61 sells. And then what do we see? Some good price performance here in the last day. I have no idea what's going on. I did not play with this stuff. I haven't had messed with it in a minute other than just chatting with Jacob on Telegram. And you're going to see there's been some Christmas candles. And I don't know why, but that's all I'm going to talk about it. Like, I don't want to bring it up like crazy because I don't want people to think I'm shilling shit. Like, I at least want people to know what I'm doing. Like, this is what I like. I like this. This is the only thing on Binance that I use right now. Internet Money Wallet and all this stuff, of course, I'm paying attention to. But this one is like the one that I actually like. And I talked to Jacob and asked Jacob for his time because I want to talk about it. And I've risked money and it's fine. It's all good. I am shilling, but I'm just going to do it with this like analytics chart rather than like me showing people how to do stuff. This is just this is pretty low cap, guys. If you're spending all your money on BNBP, you're making a ginormous mistake. There is no bigger mistake that you can make than spending all your money on a gambling product. But if you are someone who has sensible fun in the world and can just chill, then that's chill. It's way more chill that way. So I'm going to just go to make sure I don't miss anything, and then we're going to wrap up. Make sure you leave below who I'm supposed to have on. So who am I bringing on this week? And I'm pretty sure I'm going live later today too. I have like 10 DMs I got to answer after this, and then I'm going to be right back locked and loaded. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Just, if any of that stuff comes up for the court cases, and I'm going to be the first one covering it because that's what I like. I think it's really fun to look at all that stuff. Come on. Oh, did I catch him? Giphy. Wouldn't mind having me some Giphy on. I do love me some Giphy. Dude, RH is going to be on here shortly. Lane's working on it. Lane's our friend of the show. You know, if I was in the Bahamas, this feed would be mine. I would have sold it to all these people. I would have found that house and I'd have camped out there with the celly. Look at him just chilling with the phone through the fence. I think he's about to walk out. I have a feeling. We got movement. I found some movement. Let's analyze this. We might only have a few seconds in it. You can learn a lot. A little body language mastery last second. Oh. Honestly, I think that might just be a live stream of his store. Anyway, Crypto in the Morning's live every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern. You know, if those court cases on, I'm coming in front and center. I'm covering all of it, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. I'm doing some Christmas and New Year's Eve shows. I'm going hard. I'm going on doing a little vacation over at the in the beginning of January. So after, I'm going to be working really hard until then. Try to get to maybe like 10,000 subscribers or something. I would have had my mans in a 4K with that drone footage, dude. Trust me, Franklin, we gotta link up because we think the same. I'm just for fun too. Like you make a big buck on that, but it'd be geek as fuck too, just like with all your boys. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, make sure you guys are following Lane for real. Lane's like Lane's gonna change the game for the young dudes. I'm telling you. Because Lane is a thinker. He's asking me how to not worry about money. He's asking me how to worry about his passion. He's asking me about this kind of stuff. And those are what smart people generally do. And he loves hex. Big hex guy. So we're going to drop Lane's name in here. And we're going to help Lane, help me, help you, help Lane some more, help me some more. Because we do that. Synergy, product market fit. I'm going to tweet Richard Hart every day until he goes on Crypto in the Morning with Jim Rat Crypto, Sam Stolt, Pulsechain. Richard, these guys are some of the smartest, open-minded Hexicans. It would be such a good conversation. But don't get it twisted. That was the first one. The one from today, which I'll drop below, I do think you guys should follow Lane. This dude's killing it. He has Hex Stakes, Hedron. He's in freaking 19 years old or something, like real young. Day 11 of tweeting Richard Hart win until he goes on Crypto in the Morning with Jim Rat Crypto, Sam Stolt, Pulsechain. How is everything? How is everyone doing today? Lane, I am doing absolutely spectacular. Thanks for asking, Lane. Appreciate you. Keeping those vibes tight. Keeping the vibes tight is part of this world. So make sure you hit up Lane. He's a young man. I try to because Richard will notice it. He'll start to bother him enough. It's all about bothering people to get them on your show. Because once the people start wanting it, then they got to start. They can't just block you. Well, Crypto in the Morning every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern. That was a pretty wild episode. I told you I get off the hinge when I'm by myself. And guys, just to make sure you know that I'm an ultimate freedom fighting warrior. And I don't care about, some things more than others. Why don't we end it with a beautiful clip from our former president of the United States of America and his son? They were so kind to do a collaboratory effort to help everyone in this country stay off drugs.
Crack cocaine, no bigger than this quarter that I'm holding in my hand, $1/4 of $1. We passed a law through the leadership of Senator Thurmond and myself and others, a law that says you're caught with that, you go to jail for 5 years. You get no probation, you get Nothing other than 5 years in jail. Judge doesn't have a choice. Under our forfeiture statutes, you can, the government can, take everything you own. Everything from your car to your house, your bank account, not merely what they confiscate in terms of the dollars from the transaction that you've just got caught engaging in. They can take everything. I don't care why they become a sociopath. We have an obligation to cordon them off from the rest of society. They are in jail, away from my mother, your husband, our families. So I don't want to ask, what made them do this? They must be taken off the street.
Yo, that's my favorite part is when he says, look at the body language of Biden, full on absolute HRT regimen, everything, hand movement. Look at that. Wham. Look at those eyes.
They must.
I can't. It's so good. It's too good.
Our husband, our families. So I don't want to ask, what made them do this? They must be taken off the street.
What a piece of dirt. And this was all in response to this tweet by Elizabeth Warren. We love Elizabeth Warren around here. Crypto in the Morning. No one is above the law, not even a former president of the United States. Now, this is in rebuttal to all this Donald Trump stuff. I don't bring up any of the Donald Trump stuff because, frankly, he's not really involved at this exact moment necessarily. So I don't, it's not necessary. But I will remind Elizabeth Warren that Hunter Biden is a known serial pedophile and a crack smoker. Ma'am, I was taught good being polite when I was a boy. And then I posted this video, obviously. Good times. If you like that kind of sauce, if you want Elizabeth Warren to block me and put me in prison, you retweet that. Prove to you guys I'm a freedom fighting warrior while I can. And then I'll prove to you that these are actually causes that I truthfully do care about. And I know, Christian, you're in the comments. You're going to call me a D-rider. But Chad Marks, an East Coast boy, like myself, Chad Marks spent 19 years or 18 years in the most dangerous federal prisons in the United States for a non-violent crack crime. So there's a non-violent, that means no one got hurt within his arrest warrant. And I had him on my show because he has 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he's a channel that I frankly watch all the time. So I had to invite him on the show, and this is something I care about because I know a lot of guys that are in really hard situations for nonviolent shit. And then Hunter Biden just rapes babies all day and smokes crack and no jail.
No problem. My name's Chad Marks. At the age of 24, I was arrested in Rochester, New York, and eventually I was sentenced to a 40-year federal mandatory minimum. I ended up going to federal prison with 40 years. People are probably like, damn, how'd he get out, right? I did 17 years, 5 months, 21 days. When Trump was the president, he ended up passing the First Step Act. And I wrote what was the first compassionate release motion in the country to ever win, because Trump had changed the law where if you can, prove to the judge that there's extraordinary compelling reasons to reduce a sentence, and the judge could do that. And my argument was my rehabilitation. I ended up getting a college degree in prison, taught, numerous programs in prison, did over 100 rehabilitative programs, wrote the reentry program at one jail that I was at. And eventually my judge saw fit that there were extraordinary compelling reasons, and he reduced my sentence from 40 to 20 years. And I ended up getting out of prison about 30 months ago.
Chad Marks has a YouTube channel right here, Blood on the Razor Wire TV. He's a friend of mine, and I like to support him when I can, just passively as a fan, really. And he's got 93.5K subscribers. Let's get him to 100,000 subscribers. He's done many videos. He's the real deal. Violence, prison gangs, extortion, putting in work, crazy stuff. But his book is really good if you just want to have a nice read. That's Chad Marks, Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Let me make sure I put him below here. I like to support good people that have good missions. Maybe not good people, not saying he's not a good person. I'm saying I like to support people that are on a mission. Chad Marks has a mission to help young men not go through horrible things. And I escaped that reality, so I like to support that stuff. Anyway, guys, Crypto in the Morning's live every single day at 11 a.m. Eastern. You know we're going to be coming at it hot and heavy every single day. Blah, 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 blah. My thumbnail game is stepping up faster than Michael Jordan in 1991. And that was my day 2 thumbnail. You feel me? So check out my stuff. Hit my Twitter up. That's where I get all my thoughts out. And if anyone wants to do a debate or anything, and if from anything I said like bothered anyone and they want to like get a rebuttal and like talk about it, open-minded, not super aggressive debate would be nice. Just tell them to DM me or just let me know and I'll set it up ASAP Rocky with a super sick thumbnail. Come on, we want more content, right? You guys make it happen. You guys tell me who wants to come on. I don't even know. Crypto in the Morning, baby. You already know what time.
You already know what time it is.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Waiting on phones.
Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Crypto in the morning.
Waiting on phones.
Crypto in the morning. Crypto in the morning. Smoking a blunt on my way to the gym. 11 a.m. and I'm already tuned in. Got me some hacks and I'm making a stake. Got me some heads on, I'm making it rain. Pay me some maxi and that's just in case. Jim Reddit sent me to show you the way.